to Angels Light Tarot. Thank you for joining me for a forecast for the full moon on May the 16th, 2022. I thought we should probably take a look at that and find out what we need to prepare for. I feel like it's going to be an exciting, yet it's going to be a very, for some it may be very uncomfortable. It will be a full moon, and as you know, the full moon is represented by the planet Cancer. So if anyone knows a Cancer or someone has Cancer in their chart, we all know that Cancer represents the home, stability. It also represents sensitivity, oversensitivity. So yes, that is where this full moon, that's what this full moon is going to touch. Something that we're very sensitive about, yes, but actually also very comfortable with it. Now that full moon, we're going to go right into where that planet sits, and that is in Scorpio. And if anyone knows a Scorpion, or that you are yourself a Scorpion, you know the intensity which comes with that, which lies in passion, sex, control, death, and transformation. Lots of intensity here in that overly sensitive full moon where we find comfort. Okay, now on top of all of that, there's also a total eclipse. Okay, so the total eclipse, most astrologers will say, oh, this total eclipse will encourage you to let go of things that no longer serve you, right? But I'm going to say this full moon is not just going to encourage, it's going to give you or give us a very hard push. So, you know, the moon represents the drama queen, right? And then with the eclipse, it's turned up. So I feel like this is a full moon turned up in Scorpio. So we will be forced to take a look at those things that we have found comfort with, that we've kind of let slide because we've become comfortable in our uncomfortability, if you will, and you know exactly what I mean. Maybe you're very comfortable, or we're very comfortable in a relationship that is non-committing, or a relationship that is toxic, or a home that might have mildew or mold or something of that nature, or a job that you know is not right for you emotionally. Whatever it is, please take stock of your life. What is it in your life that you've become extremely comfortable with, and you know, it's almost like, okay, I'm okay with it. And I hear a lot of us saying to our friends, well, yeah, I've just become used to it. Maybe we're in an emotionally abusive relationship, and we say to our friends, well, yeah, it's better the devil I know than a devil I don't, right? Well, guess what? The total eclipse will put a stop to that. So I feel like it's going to sting a bit, and you know, myself included, it's going to sting a bit, but it will be for the best for us. Okay, that total eclipse is not coming around just to be cruel, just to be mean. No, it's coming around to clear the air, to clear out things that we should have removed from our lives a long time ago. But sometimes, you know, that Scorpio feels a bit good. Whatever it is that we're involved in, it feels good. It feels like, I can't let this go. I just can't let this go. But this total eclipse is going to make that Scorpio go through a death and transformation in that moon. So are we ready? Are we ready? Now, what I would like to do for each sign is to lay down 3 cards for each sign. And I'm going to put a timestamp for each one so you don't have to bother about listening to the whole video, okay? All right, so we're going to start with, how is this drama queen turned up full moon affect Aries? All right, angels, how? Thank you. Thank you and thank you. There we go. From 1 to the blessing. to the blessing, right? To the blessing. Thank you, and thank you. And then we're going to see the outcome of this for you. Angels, thank you and thank you. So what is going on here on this full moon, you say? We have the Nine of Swords. There's something that we have really been, it's, you know, overthinking. It's going to work out. You're holding on, okay? It's going to work out. It's going to work out on this day. That's what it is. The sunlight blessing, which is telling me, Aries, that something will be revealed in this full moon. Something that you have swept under the carpet for way too long. And what comes out of that is a new start in dating. This may be dating your current partner. Maybe it's been you haven't been romantic lately. Maybe you've been worried about where's the love in the relationship. It's kind of gone flat. Well, after this, things are going to shake up and you will end up dating. Now, for those of you who are not in a relationship, I feel like all of that worry is going to come to a top. It's going to boil over. Yes, and the sunlight blessing is definitely going to show you someone in your world that you need to connect with. Okay, so for those of you that are, this is not a bad, I'm going to tell you, this is not a negative thing for you. This is actually a very positive, dramatic, yes, turned up moon for you. Okay, all right, let's take a peek. So there we go. Okay, Aries, you could switch off, and I'm not hearing you say, no, I have to watch my partner. All right, so moving on to Taurus. What is this drama queen turned up full moon going to expose for you? Thank you, and thank you. Moving on to your blessed energy, thank you, and the end result for you, Taurus. Thank you and thank you. So what's going on here? Taurus, this full moon, the Hangman, yes, and the blessing of patience. Oh my God, you have been patient for a very, very, very long time here. You've sacrificed, you've bent over backwards, you've been patient and patient and patient. This drama queen full moon turned up, it's going to require you now to have inner peace. So there will be something that's shaking you up, that's going to require you to let go of something that you've been hanging on way too long. It's time for you to get inner peace. So today, expect that. All right, so now let's take, and you're thinking, how am I going to do that? Patience, it's over. Your patience is done. Now let's take and you will, I feel like you will get that inner peace that you have been looking for in regards to this. You don't have a choice, because that total eclipse is going to kind of cut off that patience, or that like you're done being patient. That's it. Okay, all right, now you're ready for your peace. All right, now let's take a peek at Gemini. Angels, we're looking for Gemini. What is this full moon going to give to Gemini? Thank you. Let's keep shuffling here for Gemini. Thank you and thank you. There we go. Oh, Gemini. What is going on here? Now, Gemini, there's your blessing, and let's see the outcome. We're going to talk about also, we're shuffling here. We're going to talk about also that Mercury goes retrograde on the 10th of May. So, and Gemini, you know, your sign represents Gemini, and Virgo represents Mercury, right? So expect a lot of confusion also tapped into your energy. Yes, for everyone, but yes, definitely for you. And if your chart is heavily into Gemini and Virgo. So what to expect? Gemini on the full moon, the dramatic drama queen full moon is, yes, the Tower card. The blessing from that ending is patience. You are learning patience. And what is coming out of that is the gardener. It's time to start. It's time for a brand new beginning. And this is a beautiful brand new beginning that you are willing to work for. There will be an ending today, okay? But be patient. Be patient. Now, remember this full moon is in Scorpio, so there's a lot of intensity. So double that with this Tower card. A lot of intensity of breaking down, like you've been holding on and holding on for such a long time, and guess what? Now it's time that it's going to shatter. It's going to, yes, it's done. It's completed. This with, I wouldn't even drive this day if I were you, okay? I would stay in my house, all right, if I had this and the full moon in Scorpio. And with the patience, if you need to stay at home today, take the day off, okay? With the gardener, there's wonderful things that you could be doing, all right? Now, let's move on to, let's see here. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, angels, we're looking for positive energy for Cancer. What does Cancer have to look forward to on this drama queen, turned up, full moon? Come on, angels. We're looking for some positive energy for Cancer. Thank you and thank you. Moving on to the next deck. Yes, yes, yes. For the blessing. Always, always a blessing. Thank you, thank you. And what is the wonderful outcome? The outcome. Thank you, and thank you. All right, so Cancer, you're going to realize that whatever this full moon is removing from your life, it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. Trust me. There's a blessing of this. There is a life blessing that is coming from this full moon total eclipse. For some of you, you will actually meet your divine masculine or feminine, depending on where you're sitting in this message. So this is something wonderful. Life is actually getting easy for you. Whatever this full moon, this dramatic full moon, this drama queen full moon is taking out of your life, it's bringing you something easier, something wonderful, something, it's almost like you're going to want this, okay? You're definitely going to want this. For some of you, you could be ending a relationship and moving into another relationship. Or for some of you, you may be dating a few people and you decide on that one person, okay? And for some of you who are not dating, yes, you're looking absolutely, life in general is just getting easier for you. You are on your life purpose, and I feel like you are the divine masculine or the divine feminine in this situation, and you feel it. You definitely feel it. You're glowing, okay? All right, so let's move on to, so this, yes, is a very positive thing for you. Let's move on to Leo. What is Leo looking forward to? Thank you, and thank you, angels. Positive energy, thank you. There we go, Leo. Thank you, angels. What is the blessing that's coming through for Leo for this new moon? Not new moon, full moon. This very sensitive, overly sensitive moon. Boy, I feel like Leo, you've been ignoring something in your life. All right, so the major theme here for this full moon is the Queen of Swords. Yes, now is the blessing and the garden. So what I'm picking up here for you, there's like this, you know, Leo, you're not wanting to let this go. I feel like you're not wanting to let this go, but I feel eventually you will say, okay, I'm good. Almost like you throw up the white flag and you decide, okay, you got me. I've been exposed, you know, I've been hiding this part of my personality. I've been hiding this in my life. Now I've been exposed and now I have to cut it out. Maybe you've been, I'm smoking and you thought no one knew, right? Well, you got caught today. Or just, now, it might not be that, but apply it to your life as it fits, okay? So whatever it is, I feel like you're getting exposed. That's what I'm feeling. And you're like, okay, fine, you win. You win. All right. And this is a blessing. This is truly a blessing. Whatever you've been hiding, this could be parts of your personality. This could be maybe something that you've been dealing with for quite some time, or you've been hiding, but now it's illuminated. Now it's there for the whole world to see. And you know, the Garden card here is telling me that after it's all said and done today, when everything is exposed, you're going to realize, I'm so happy, because you know what? I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's out. It's done. I'm good. Everybody knows. I don't have to hide. Okay. All right. Now let's take a peek into Virgo. Remember, as we talked about with Gemini, there's a Mercury retrograde on the 10th. So remember, you're ruled by Mercury. So I just have the feeling that there's going to be a lot of miscommunication before all of this happens, okay? All right, so you got a Gemini and Virgo. You guys get an extra helping of this full moon, okay? All right, not being encouraged, but a hard push to let something go. All right, angels, high vibrations for this full moon. What is the blessing for Virgo? And what is the outcome here? Okay, angels, there we go. Virgo, you're being challenged here. You're being challenged here. Something from the past is coming up. Something from the past is coming back into your world today, okay? And I feel like there's a blessed idea here with intimacy. I feel like whatever is coming back into your life today, no, this could be, I feel, I'm just getting this feeling, this gut feeling that someone is coming back today. But the way they're coming back, maybe you are not appreciative of the way they are coming back. Maybe you've been talking to someone, you know, undercover for quite some time, and you didn't think anyone knew about you talking to someone in the past. But you know, here it is. You're being exposed. It's coming out, right? And I feel like you have a blessed idea to this intimacy. You know, we need to do a clarifier on this. Let me add one to my mama's deck. I feel like this is actually going to be great, because now that everyone knows and the door is open, that you've been kind of doing things, you know, underhanded. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic person that you've been talking to in the past. No, and not necessarily underhanded, just kind of keeping a secret, right? So I feel like it doesn't have to be necessarily a relationship, although I feel that it is. Maybe you've been talking, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend that you've been talking to from the past that maybe you kind of, you know, ran with in the past, or maybe a romantic partner that you talked to in the past, or maybe it was an opportunity or a plan or an idea, right, that you've dealt with in the past. Well, today it definitely feels like you kind of kept this under your hat for quite some time, or this person or this situation under your hat. Well, it's being, yeah, everyone's going to know today. I feel like everyone's going to know today, and keeping that secret, total eclipse, no more. The secret is over. Whatever that is that you haven't shared with anyone, because I feel like this Jack of Spades, you knew that you were keeping this from people. I feel like now that everything is out on the table, you can literally get a little bit closer to whatever it was that you were hiding. Whether it was a person, an idea, a home, a job, whatever it was, here it is. Okay, and now you can get closer because everybody knows. No more sneaking around, okay? All right, so let's move on to Libra. How is this full moon going to affect Libra? Libra. Angels, positive energy for Libra, for this drama queen turned up full moon. Drama queen turned up full moon for Libra. Angels, how is this going to help? Or what are the messages? Thank you. All right, there it is. That's interesting. That is very interesting. There we go. I know you can see that, Libra. I know you can. All right, what is the blessing through this? Thank you, and thank you. Let's leave those both there since they both fell out at the same time. And the outcome here, Libra, the outcome. Very, 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 very interesting here, Libra. All right, so we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is reversed. You have been keeping a secret. Yes, and the secret is close to your heart. Oh, yes. But the blessing here is the blessing of patience, yes, and the blessing through emotional upheaval and intimacy. So Libra, yes, I feel that this new moon, I feel like you have been keeping something close to your heart. Very close to your heart. You've been keeping the secret so, like, nobody knows this secret, okay, Libra? No, nobody, because I feel like you've kind of been waiting to see how it was going to pan out. This doesn't have to do with relationships, although it could. Maybe you're deciding to go back to school, or maybe you've been dating someone, but you haven't really shared that with them or your circle. Maybe you've been thinking about a job, but maybe you really don't want to share that with anyone. Or maybe you've been thinking about a new roommate or something of that nature. And you've been kind of thinking, let me just see. Well, this emotional upheaval is definitely going to par up, if you will, with that full moon in Scorpio. So whatever is happening, whatever you've been keeping under your hat, yes, it is coming out. It is definitely coming out. And here's the truth. It's coming out so that you can get closer to it. Okay? All right. You can get a little bit closer to whatever it was that you've been hiding. So if it's a relationship, it's a good thing that it's now out. If it's about your kids, it's a good thing that it's now out. It just is, because now you can get closer to whatever that situation is. Now, let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, this full moon is all about you. Let's keep on shuffling here. Too many cards came up. This full moon is in your sign. All right? All right, angels. What is going on with Scorpio? Let's keep shuffling here. I'm going to make sure. There we go. All right. So Scorpio, what is the blessing here? What's the blessing here, Scorpio? Thank you and thank you. And the outcome for lovely, lovely Scorpio. Come on, angels. Lovely, lovely Scorpio. There we go. Okay, so Scorpio. Yes, you're going to be intensified. There's something in your world, something intensely in your world. This may be a relationship that you are pursuing or trying to hold on to, or a job or something of that nature that you're doing your best to hold on to. But nobody knows how intense this is because you've been keeping it under your hat. Okay? You've been keeping it close because you've been making everyone else feel that this is comfortable, this is easy, but really the whole time it has not been. But you've been, Four of Swords. I feel like you've been thinking a lot about this, whatever it is, relationships or your home or your job or your finances. I feel like you've been thinking a lot about it. The blessing of positive thought here and worthiness. So I feel like whatever you have been pondering, thinking, it's time for you to actually make a move on in this. I feel like the move is actually going to make you feel better about the situation. What is this move the universe is going to push you to make? Angels, and this, like I said, apply it to your life as it fits. This is general. This moon is for everyone. What is the universe going to make you stand up and stand up and own, stand up and claim here? Angels, what is it? What is it? The Empress card reversed. I feel like when it comes to love, all kinds of love, romantic, family, children, parents, things of that nature, it's time for you to start, get out of your feelings about this, become less emotional about this situation. I feel like looking at this, you've been way too emotional about this relationship with your job, relationship with your children, or with your love partner, or whomever this is. It is time to be less emotional, because I feel like you're giving away your power because you're trying to control the situation. Universe won't let you do that. You can no longer control the situation. It's done. The total eclipse says it's done. You need to find your worthiness within this situation. Okay? All right. So what is your self-worth? Because I feel like you've been lacking in that department. Now let's go ahead and move on to Sagittarius. Angels, high vibrations for lovely, lovely Sagittarius, for this drama queen. Turned up. Full moon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Positive energy and high vibrations for lovely, lovely. Thank you, Sagittarius. Moving on to the outcome here. Thank you. There we. You know what? All right, let's get into this. Let's just get into this, okay? The major theme of your full moon here. So there will be something that comes out, something that you've been very comfortable with for a long time is going to be, that you've been dealing with behind closed doors. This intensity, it's going to be shown to the world, okay? But I feel like with the Queen of Cups, it's something very emotional to you, okay? And I feel like you haven't been showing that emotional side of yourself. No, you haven't. There's a blessing here in showing this. This full moon is going to require you to show your emotional side. You have not been. You've been analytical. You've been methodical. You've just been dealing with things with your brain and not your heart. This full moon is going to cut that out. Okay, stop messing around and get to your emotions. There is a lot of love here there, and it's almost like this tearing down of the way things are, where it's very cold and very thoughtless, okay? That tearing that down is actually going to bring you closer to a love or a situation. The sexual freedom is actually reversed, and it's going to bring you closer to something or someone. For some of you, because this is a general message, for some of you, it's going to bring you closer to a relationship that you've kind of kept at a distance. For some, and now this could be romantic, this could be family, this could be friendship, but it's time to let those walls down. Something is going to come into your world, break all of that down, chip it away like ice, and then boom, slice it out so that your heart can be revealed and you can get closer. Okay, now let's move on to Capricorn for this lovely, lovely new moon, this lovely drama-filled new moon. Like, we really, sometimes we don't want these things to happen, but sometimes we stand on the corner way too long and we don't do what we should be doing. All right, so angels, sometimes we just hold on and hold on and hold on. And now this time, nope, we can hold on emotionally all we want. Okay, so we are moving into Capricorn. Capricorn, what is going on? Thank you for Capricorn. How is this full moon affecting Capricorn? There we go. And what is the final outcome for Capricorn? Thank you, and thank you. All right, Capricorn, this full moon is going to come in and just tear things down so that you could take time out to think some more. All right, because there is something in your world that you are emotionally attached to. Might not necessarily be the greatest thing, but you become used to it, accustomed to it, right? The full moon is saying, no, we're going to tear this down because you need to turn around And you need to take a look at it. You need to look at it. You need to pray about it. You need to manifest on it. The blessing is woven in the truth. Something that you've been dealing with for quite some time. It's time to really do your homework in reference to this. It's time to take a step back with the sacred woman. It's time to do your spiritual work. There's something that's going to be torn down. And I feel like there is this almost like that it should be, that you should have let this go a long time ago. It could have been a relationship from the past. It could be a child or a parent or a job or a home, or heck, it could be a stock that you've been investing in and it's not producing, but you kind of held on to it, right? The lunar eclipse will come in and say, enough, done. Take some time. You're being given a gift here, because after this, you're going to be able to turn around and look at it and say, oh, that's why it was taken away. That's why it wasn't working out. Now I'm going to pray about it. And I feel like with the sacred woman, you're going to start doing things more spiritually. You're going to start taking care of yourself spiritually, and you're going to start vibrating at a higher level, so that for now on, moving forward, you know when to let go, okay? Whether that's, like I said, love, romantic, family, whether that's job, stock market, homes, things of that nature. You get the opportunity to learn that lesson today, okay? All right, now let's move on to Aquarius. Angels, high vibrations for lovely, lovely Aquarius. What is going on for Aquarius? Thank you, and thank you. After this dramatic drama queen turned up full moon. I'm saying this with love, but you guys know how it's going to turn out, right? Sometimes we hold on to things emotionally for so long. Let's keep on shuffling here. And we don't let it go because we become accustomed to it. But no, this full moon it's got a hard punch at the end. Okay, all right, now there we go. All right, so I feel like we have Aquarius. Are you ready to let go? Are you ready to let go? Yes, you are. And you're like ahead of everybody else, I'm just going to say. You're ahead of everybody else because I feel like you've already, when it's time to let go, this is going to be very easy for you to do. You're ready to do it. You've been focusing on something that hasn't worked for quite a long time, and now you know it's time. This is easy for you. Yes, yes, yes. Your blessing here is blessing woven in time. It was time and you knew it. It was time to let go of something because it's time for love to enter your world. So once again, very easy for you. You can just, and you know, Aquarius, you guys are easy to detach anyway. So this is like, this is a dream come true for you. Like, oh yeah. Something might leave your life that's been there for quite some time, and you might think, oh, thank God, I was waiting for that to end so I can move on, right? Maybe it was a job, a relationship, a stock, or something of that nature, but it's very easy for you, okay? All right, now let's move on to, last but not least, Pisces. Angels, high vibrations for Pisces. What is going on for Pisces for this full moon? Thank you and thank you. This card has been coming up. This card has been coming up a lot. All right, for this full moon, a lot of introspective here. Positive energy. What is the blessing here for Pisces for this crazy full moon? Wrapped in, can you even believe it? It's wrapped in a Mercury retrograde. All right, angels, high vibrations. What is the outcome here? And we're going to reverse that. There we go. I just felt like that for you. So whatever you've been keeping under your hat, it is time for you to, yes, think about it, pray about it, because it's going to end. And I feel like when it does, I feel like you're praying and praying and praying and praying about it. And I feel like you're actually praying for peace out of this situation. And I feel like with the masculine, for those of you who are not in a relationship, I feel like from this you will find divine masculine or feminine, depending on where you're sitting in this message. I feel like there is an element of it's time to let go. And I feel like for some of you, you've been praying to let go, to walk away from something, and it's been dramatic. I feel like it's been dramatic for quite some time, and it's kind of drained you. I feel like it's drained you, and you're just looking for some peace. Maybe you've been dealing with an energy vampire, but whatever this is, you're not shocked. You're not shocked that it's ending. You're almost like, you can take a rest now. Thank God that the universe has come in with this full moon, with a lunar eclipse. Yeah, and I feel like this is going to make you feel divine feminine, divine masculine. It's going to give you the energy to stand in your power, because your energy has kind of been depleted. Whatever that was that you've been holding on to, whether it was a home, whether it was a relationship, whether it was a job, whatever it was, yeah, it depleted you. And now you're just looking for some peace. So I don't see you upset about this full moon, not at all. You're almost waiting for it. You're waiting for it, because you know that once this ending, this leaves your life, you know when that happens, you know that you can stand in your power. Almost like you couldn't do it yourself. You had to wait for the full moon to do it for you. Now, Pisces. And that's a wonderful thing. So for everyone here, remember there is Mercury in retrograde on May the 10th. And I feel like that is going to cause a lot of and that's there, I think, until June, I think it's June the 14th or June the 2nd. But I feel like it's definitely past this full moon. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of confusion even before this happens. There's going to be missed phone calls, mixed text messages, uncertain communications, maybe cars breaking down. And all of this is only going to add to this full moon. So during this time, make sure you take time to meditate, to I feel like take time to meditate, ground yourself in this. Typically, I would say get your manifestation practice out and going, but I wouldn't say that because of this total eclipse. It's not time, like if you want to manifest, I would say do it the day after, or the day, right? Because whatever is, because there's an ending here, there's an ending. So I wouldn't manifest on this day in this full dramatic turned up moon. Wonderful thing here is you can get all of this energy from this moon, and you can start to feel better. But as it comes in and illuminates everything, yeah, it's illuminating all. And if you really want it to happen quicker, take a full moon bath, okay? A full moon bath is when that moon comes out. You know when you sunbathe, it's the opposite. It's moonbathe. Get outside and lay under that sun, under that moon, under that crazy moon, so that it can illuminate even more, to pull out more of everything that needs to be taken out of you. Whatever it is, it could be an emotion, it could be a habit, it could be a job, a relationship, whatever it is, please apply it to your life as it fits. Whatever it is, if you take that and make sure, obviously you're in a safe place, right, when you bathe in that full moon. But know that if you do that, you will get more of that illumination. More will be revealed, maybe even just be revealed to you, so that you can move on. Maybe it'll be revealed to you so it'll be easier to let go of. Maybe it'll be revealed so that you can actually take a look at it, almost physically take a look at it and say, okay, I can see why this needs to leave my life, okay? So this is not necessarily a bad, no, full moon. It's not. It's just bringing things up that need to be removed, okay? Some of you may be contemplating surgery or removing someone from your home or something of that nature. But remember, all that's happening today is for our highest good. For some, it will be very easy to let go of. For some, you've been waiting for this. And for others, it's going to be a shock, and you may be stung just a little bit, okay? So I'm going to leave that there. I send you joy, namaste, and much, much love sent your way.